other end of the age spectrum, Aldershot High School I-STEM students worked with Hamilton Conservation this semester, learning about waterways, erosion, and invasive species in the Dundas Valley. Nikki Wesley headed over to the high school to see how these students would tackle local environmental problems.
We learned a lot about also the watersheds and the problems with it, which ended up being around mostly biodiversity and runoff.
The grade 9s hosted a showcase sharing their innovative solutions for local issues.
It's an aeration device that that reoxygenates the water that is algae toad, because algae does not let sunlight in the water, so the ecosystem is disrupted.
So it works in two parts. Activated barley straw, which is a fungus and that goes into the water and kills the algae, and also releases hydrogen peroxide and a type of lipid in the process, which stops further algae from forming.
And because of the algae, that a lot of the plants die, so we're going to put it back in native plants to grow naturally, and these seed capsules will have the seeds.
And the second part is the aeration device, which puts oxygen into the water.
This system will work best in maybe small rivers or ponds or lakes to target algae that generally destroys the ecosystems in those small areas.
The Emerald Eliminator addresses the emerald ash borer,
a bug that shortens the lifespan of ash trees from around 200 to 8 to 10 years. It damages the environment because when the tree dies, the roots of the trees affect the river, causing erosion.
The Emerald Eliminator is a insecticide drone that kills emerald ash borers.
And the way we're going to make this is by using the parts as sensors, heat detectors, GoPros, and sprayers.
For the math component, it was mostly the coding, and trying to find a way for it to be able to identify the different ash trees and find paths to them.
Basically, all these other amazing projects here help solve stormwater runoff or some small problem of it. What Oasis is doing is it's actually gathering information of the area around Hamilton so that we can coordinate which projects to use where. So basically Oasis is a split of about 30 to 40 different sensors which are placed in key points around the Hamilton creeks. And basically when a flood occurs, the water will fill the sensors and we'll be able to detect different qualities of the water after the flood. So we can basically see how climate change, maybe carbon content's coming down into the water, and we can see how that's affecting flooding and the area around it.
This is a prototype. This is a 1-to-1 scale of what it would look like. This holds this the electronics and stuff.
It would also use the sensors here that detect if they've been flooded so that we can know where areas that water has reached so we can help predict floods easier. The website would also be free for everyone to access so everyone can know where the floods are happening.
All of the projects demonstrated the critical and innovative thinking developed in the I-STEM program.
Employers in the future are going to be looking at some creative ways to combat the climate crisis and environmental concerns and affordability and housing and all those things. So it's important for kids to kind of think about how they can approach all those things and offer some really cool solutions.
For Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.